I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. 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 I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. Oh, clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down tonight. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up just like the sunrise. just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up, babe. Tonight we gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We gonna light it up now.
I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. We're searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Just stare 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near in hopes you.
Welcome back. Game 2 between Caterpillar and Ivory. Caterpillar are looking at finally getting their first victory in the tournament, getting their first point, because if they do not, that would mean they have already consumed 40% of their games they have to play in this tournament without finding a single point. So the chances of making the upper bracket will become slimmer and slimmer. Of course, you can still qualify to the lower bracket, but you still need to start winning some, because reminding of how the group stage works this season, in the last season to be honest, the top 4 teams in the group stage will make it to the upper bracket, the bottom, the 5 and 6 go to the lower bracket, and 7, 8 get eliminated. And so far, Caterpillar is down there with Karstens, 0-4, well, Caterpillar is now 0-5 actually, which means no points for them. But they say, well, we're gonna take the Spectre. We saw how good the hero is. You let it through. We banned the PA. Nothing to break him. Fine. The question I have: you playing Spectre Bristleback together? Like, these heroes usually get destroyed by one thing and one thing only, and that thing is break mechanisms. Yeah, so I'm not sure about that, but that's why we see the Viper ban. Viper obviously has the mastery of break the walls down, break the bristle, the Spectre down. But there's an Abaddon which is 90% a core. Maybe not. I mean, I've seen Silencer made, the likes of Weeha do play it a lot as a mid laner.
10 seconds remaining.
It's a very curious draft
5
so
seconds
far.
remaining.
Sprinkled some random things, like the Rubik is a bit of a strange one for me. I guess if you do steal the Aphotic Shield, it is going to be very, very strong on the Rubik.
Radiant
And you
team
have the
ban.
global prowess, Zeus plus Spectre. You throw a Thunder God's Wrath, and then you get the Spectre on top of you. The damage is already there. Surprised, this is the fifth game rather we had all day, and no Bloodseeker yet. Like, what?
10
Wow.
seconds
It
remaining.
usually gets banned, like, right about now. So it has been
5
banned
seconds remaining.
consistently, but I really thought we'd get some Bloodseeker so far. Hasn't been the case. But the day is still young. We could potentially be looking up at yet another, well, 5 games starting from now. So it all depends on how the teams are feeling and how Caterpillar's going to be faring today. Reminding everybody at home, there is one more series, even if Ivory wins this one 2-0.
Radiant team's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
We're not going to see an Earth Spirit either. Another one of these heroes that hasn't...
Dire team's turn to pick.
Invoker.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. That's a global strategy if I've ever seen one, and it doesn't mean you
10
need to go
seconds
for the
remaining.
Exhort Invoker to play for Sunstrike, but you could also be going for
5 seconds remaining.
the Ghostwalk Invoker to kind of enable the Spectre the way we talked about the Nyx Assassin, the Rikis, or the Bounty Hunters doing. So you get Ghostwalk, right click, Spectre comes in. I love this. This is a great pick. Invoker
Choose
here.
your
Beastmaster will be the final pick for Ivory. So we're gonna get a Monkey King Invoker matchup. Wow, I mean, you can tell me anything you want, but I am shocked. Truly shocked. To not because it's uncommon to play Monkey King or Invoker mid, but I just thought on the back of game 1 you might change things up. But no, the confidence is there. The only problem is that your confidence on the mid laner for Caterpillar could be
Seconds
squashed
remaining.
by Monkey King.
5 seconds
Right,
remaining.
that's always the danger. And Ken has had a hell of a game on that melee tiny melee Monkey King. Again, same mission in mind, right? Safely in Abaddon. Like I said, 90% sure. Very interesting to see how the Spectre will prioritize the Silencer and how fast we're going to get the Orchid. Because pre-Orchid, if you feel strong and sustainable enough, which honestly, you got like 4 heroes that have great sustain on the Dire side, you can pop Global Silence the instant Spectre uses the ultimate, right? Twist the knife. Wait.
From frozen water.
Yeah, that's the one. Sorry, I thought we were getting the wrong facet. Never mind. Yeah, you instantly pop Global Silence, and then the Spectre cannot disjoint back to his original form by the time the duration of Haunt dissipates. We shall wait and see how this works. Obviously, you have way lower cooldown on shadow step, then you do global silence. So maybe do it once and then you do it again. Interesting thought. Both teams smoking up. First time all day when we get both teams smoking up off a small English. Smoking off from the get-go. See, Invoker. Good observer word place on his high ground. Both of them actually on the Radiant side high ground, as you can see. Dinosaur, come close. Smoke doesn't break just yet. Monkey King will walk. Smoke will dissipate as it runs out for the Dire side. Invoker and Zeus, similar position, and Mikhail.
"30 seconds to battle."
Jana. A bit of a odd dynamic that we're gonna get here from Abaddon and the Curse of Avernus. Attack speed, you want to get on top of the Bristle, but the Bristle wants you to get on top of him.
Get moving.
So Chana might be able to take over the game, but we shall see. Bounty runes. Oh, we're actually going to go for this Silencer, which is a very weak hero, level 1. Who even cares about the bounties when you spill the first blood? It was actually Tiger. Tiger. Yeah, I don't know. 1 for 1. Offlaner and then 1 core in support. I really feel like you would have loved for this Invoker to get the last hit, but hey, first blood's the first blood. Can't overthink in that way. And as a support myself, I can't overthink it either. Yeah, so this is the dynamic I was telling you about. Curse of Avernus level 1 is what I'm expecting to see, obviously. But when we're gonna get level 3 and 5, respectively, on this Bristleback, it's gonna be slightly harder, I believe, for Eisen. For now, the Mist Coil is sufficient to pressure them back, but bottom. This is a very tough game, lane for the Spectre. You have a support position 5 Zeus versus a Clockwork Beastmaster. I suspect you're gonna be cooked. Like, the Zeus threw, what, 3 bolts, and he's almost out of mana. His mana for 1 more, and then he's just a creep. You need a slightly different carry, or you need to put him as position 4. But at the same time, you don't want your Rubik to be there. I don't even know, actually. This bottom lane will be an absolute disaster. I can pretty much bet on that. But speaking of disasters, this mid lane's not going to look much better, as Ken already full level ahead of Maid. Nine last hits, 8 denies to 3-0. Oh my goodness, this Invoker doesn't have a game. And he's playing Quaswax. Okay, he will play the Enabler, not the Global Joiner, as we get some action up top. And this is it. That's what you gotta do. Curse of Avernus, ladies and gentlemen. Pre-level 3 or 5, when you get more stacks from the Bristleback, you will be able to bully this lane, which means, well, you are bullying all 3 lanes. Yes, Chana is getting some last hits, actually more than the Abaddon, but you know, 3 last hits, and when the rest of your team is getting destroyed, you lost your support. It doesn't really matter. Okay, mate, you need to get these 2 creeps under the tower. Finds the first one. Is he gonna get the second? I don't think he did. Sadness all around. But the Spectre so far having a pretty good time. So far. I don't want to jinx it. Speaking of so far, level 3. No! You can't die like this. Eisen. Grims was pulling. You cannot afford to have this type of play. This is some sort of stuff that happens like 5k. 6k. I told you this was how it was gonna go. Level 3, but since you got the first kill on lane, you should have been able to sustain until level 5. But if you tank all the damage while your Spectre, your Silencer's pulling, then of course you're gonna get in trouble. I don't really get it. They're going bottom. Drake is playing under the tower. He's gonna use the again. Cogs not finally pushing this Zeus and Mikhail. How about we get the last hit? Thanks.
That should help.
Radiant's courier
He bought a blood grenade. What is this? The separation that Ken is creating in the mid lane between Maid and the creep is impressive, actually. Speaking of separation, Aizen, similar playbook, has hit level 4 again, and now Ken will get the kill, but Bombui comes in with a TP instant kill, and whoa. I don't know, is mathematically, is this worth it? 4 creeps. I'm not quite sure. I guess if they get a kill bottom, it's definitely worth it. Grims with a nice rotation, gotta get the second stack of brain drain. I mean, it was a massive kill for the Zeus. That is certified, confirmed. I'm not quite sure if its Monkey King buying back was really worth it. It's gonna push the wave. Now they're gonna dive on their tower, and if they're gonna kill the Spectre back to back after he just respawned, then it doesn't even matter if a buyback came through, and I think they might. I don't think there's a way Mikhail can escape. They're pursuing him. Drake is gonna walk in range. He's got boots. And one. Ooh. Okay, I mean, level 3 Spectre. He's the lowest hero on the map, on par with the Rubik and the Clockwork. When it comes to XP, the Zeus for killing that Monkey King is actually overtaking him. But these are some very early rotations from everybody, not just the Monkey King. Monkey King level 6, I mean, you could say it's late. Usually Monkey is rotated level 5. And he's gonna find Chana top. There's no support. Healing Lotus was not gonna help you. 4-2, and Ken, shades of his tiny, wants to take over the game. In style. Oh, he went back to base. Okay. Allowing his silencer to get more XP in mid, because he's definitely not last hitting those.
Look at that. Radiant's courier just got
He
killed.
kills. Courier falls. They would love to find Drick here, but it's a Clockwork. Even below half HP, he still feels quite tough to kill. How's the Invoker doing? Only level 5. And now Monkey King's back bottom. Hop down. One right click. Hop up. Okay, Maid has TP'd bottom. They're gonna go for the Clockwork, and with the Invoker here, this should be a kill, I want to say. This is a level 5 Invoker rotating, never mind. This is a kill, but for the dire side. Ken is just teasing him, and the Clockwork's running out, it's gonna TP out, there's no enough mana for stun.
Radiant's bottom tower's got
We're witnessing a straight up annihilation.
not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
Okay, what is Ken even
Radiant's
doing?
bottom
Like
tower's
what?
got problems. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You desperately need levels. That's what you desperately need for this
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
Radiant side.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
You need them now. Like, soon. Just look at Rapido, bro. Gonna rapidly farm. Is, wait. No, he doesn't. Oh, he had the whole Helm of the Overlord. Okay, Grims is gonna feed a little bit his life by fighting for that rune. It's actually bottom that amplified damage is gonna get collected, which means Chana is next on the menu. Look at Aizen pursuing under the tower. Barely hits level 6 now, but it's a beta Rooney. Ken has arrived. You can't sustain for that. Telekinesis is not even like in the right direction, I want to say. Maid tries to do something with the Cold Snap that instantly gets dispelled. You need to hit that tornado. You gotta display the amplified damage room before he kills you all. Maid, I don't know what you're doing, but Bombui will die. because of that. And so will Tiger. This amplified damage will run out fully when we have an Invoker that plays Quas Wex.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Question marks in the chat, everybody. I am not entirely sure what the game plan was there. Maybe felt like the Monkey King would be able to dodge it with Simeon Stride, maybe. But what is certain is they'll be now taking one double stack. Actually, I think it was made by the Clockwork at like minute 9. We now have level 6. Okay, Tornado, EMP connecting to Clockwork, and that's going to be potentially 1 kill. We are trying to get on top of the Monkey King, who's just right-clicking all the 4 of us. Now the Global Silence is there. The Aphotic Shield has arrived. And we lost the Zeus. We're going to lose the Invoker. Can we get something in exchange? Okay, nice. Spectral Dagger gets the clock, but the Invoker falls in between the 2 towers. And Aizen is just manning up. He's got ulti in 20 seconds. Chana with Boots and Bracer tries to throw some quills. Maybe they stack up now. Ken is kind of deep. I think the one upside for Caterpillar is here that their Dire Heroes are running out of mana. Because everything else seems to be really favoring them. Including the fact that this position 5 Silencer is outfarming the Invoker mid laner. Just as a FYI. Okay, they're going for Aizen. This is arguably the one target should be going for because the borrow time, but we'll see. If they could break the Aphotic Shield, it's going to be a kill. There's no Global Silence, but my man's just sustaining. He's got the wand. Now they're both caught in the cogs. That's going to be 2 cores that Ken jumps on top of. Chana throws a lot of quills, but the Aphotic Shield will protect Drick. The supports don't even fall. The action continues. There's still no Thunder God's Wrath because it's only level 5. And now, guess who's here? The Beastmaster. Yeah, in case you forgot, you've been losing 5 versus 4 because the Beastmaster was just farming, and now just appears, picks around the corner, snipes one support, and then goes back to farming as he's topping the net worth chart. 6.2k net worth as we speak. Actually, looking at his GPM, he's got 512 and 432 XP. Yeah, just fun stats. Made, jumped behind the tower, forces out the Tornado EMP, and maybe that's why we didn't see the Tornado earlier, right? Monkey, very elusive target, can just force out the spell, but now, Thunder God's Wrath, Hold Snap, and my man's just hopping around. Telekinesis, pull him down, and doesn't really seem scared. He's losing some HP, but the drums are there, the roar on top of the Rubik, and he will die. Mikhail, bro, you've got 1 HP. Why are you here? I'm not entirely sure. What a hurricane used from the whirlwind. Rapido with a nice micro repositioning of the Spectre. Hookshot. And you know who hookshotted you made? Another support on the Dire side that has high net worth than you do. Double kill for Ken.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The Bristlebacks come to the post-human... What's it called? Post-humans party? Okay, I think the win probability must be like 4%. 18! What is Dota Plus on? This is not an 18% win rate chance. Not today, not tomorrow, not in 2025. I don't... What? Like, we had some outrageous stuff, I believe in map 2 of game 1, but that was the hidden Magnus Tiny. They had Naga Siren. It was like, oh, you toss, you skewer, we reeled them in. There's none of that. They've got boots and bracers, and wraith bands and null talismans. Like, what? This Invoker doesn't barely finish his boots now. He's outfarmed by both the clock and the silencer. And it's going so well that the server's lagging. That's amazing. Oh. Well, that was interesting. Well, we missed another double kill. Classic. I hope you're still easy, ladies and gentlemen.
I could do this all day.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Minute 14 wisdoms. I don't even know if they were stolen. They were. Okay. Fun.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
Oh, wow. Tornado connects after Bombui does.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Still 15%. This is crazy. I don't understand how. How is this still 15% win probability? Someone tell me. Tier 2 will fall.
Radiant's bottom tower
Rapido is rushing an Aghanim. Well, he's not rushing an Aghanim Scepter. He's gonna be the third item, and he's still gonna get it at like minute 16.5. This is next level stuff.
Middle tower could use some help.
What does Monkey King have flying towards him? Let's see. Okay. The Mitchell Hammer. Not the full Maelstrom yet. He's actually going Gloves of Haste BKB. Okay. I mean, the Zeus magic damage is probably the only thing that could maybe kill you with, you know, Rubik steals something. Oh, hook shot out to safety. Monkey King breaks the smoke. Zeus trying to deward. He's gonna get jumped on. Thunder God's Wrath. Fade Bolt, Telekinesis, Spectres here, but the Global Silence, and this is what we called for during the draft. Now Harpoon from Aizen gets a couple of kills for Rapido. Yeah, stealing the spell and giving away your position was definitely what you should have done. But it was too late, ladies and gentlemen. A good game gets called, and what an impressive victory from Ivory. Game 2. Walk in the park, and we talked about the confidence that Caterpillar probably lost in that game number 1. Well, it was very prevalent in this second map, as sadly for them, they will continue their unsuccessful campaign in this season, hoping that they can start mounting or winning some maps to gather some points if they want to make it to the playoffs. Still early on, of course. I don't want to, you know, only day 5. We got another 6 days following today. But Ivory is looking more and more comfortable right now. 6-0 when it comes to maps, 3-0 to games. That means they will be up to 9 points, actually, overtaking Teamless, who will only get 8 points following their 2-1 victory today, I believe. If I'm not wrong, no, they've got 6 points. Never mind. Ivory looking about ready to top the leaderboard at the end of today. That is, if not, Youngblood, team that we will be seeing in the final series of the day, cannot defeat YANGON Galacticus in a 2-0 fashion, which would mean they would tie Ivory for first place. But that is it for the second series of the day, ladies and gentlemen. We will send it to a half an hour break or so, and when we're back, it's going to be YG versus YB.
You chase away my fears. I'm on my own. You made it so. And now I'm chasing nightmares too. I used to run with you through the great big leaves. Laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I give you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.
Someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh. You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face. got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came. I stopped asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only fools tread with the angels. Fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning into stone. So save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. Oh, they say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came.
If we are one grain of sand in the middle of the ocean, can you try to understand how a touch can cause explosions? We're too great to be standing.
They ain't never gonna stop us, fly by them like choppers. Better cook those risks, go butter my fists, we fire starters. One out of a million will reach those heights. Always gonna feel that I won't deny that work. Never gonna die. Look in my eyes, I'm on the rise. Rise, play my size, trying to make sense of it all comprised. Highs, spinning these skies. Never stuck down, feeling paralyzed, but I'm up now. We all too late to fall. Yeah, anyone coming, I'ma lift them all. Never look down when this risk involved. They got guts, got a lot, I gotta wish it off. Ain't got no feelings, we just floating. Yeah, I'm that grain of sand that made it out the ocean. A couple milli now, I'm causing a commotion. I've been coasting, hear my name around the world like an explosion.
So rise up, rise up. We are the apocalypse, and a bell that keeps us floating. As we fly above the stars, the light won't scare us falling. So rise up. We're too great to be landed. Rise up. We're too great to be standing.
They ain't never gonna stop us, fly by them like choppers. Better cook those risks, go butter my fists, we fire starters. One out of a million will reach those heights. Always gonna feel that I won't deny that work. Never gonna die. Look in my eyes, I'm on the rise.
You're making me stronger, making me stronger. So cliche, I see the sparks you throw my way. I know your name is written on everyone's mind. Your whole show is captivating me, but don't think that I can see right through that disguise. But when you got close to me, you had me falling so hard, baby, yeah, now I get it. You got heads turning, and you don't even try. Well, would you look at that? My glass is empty, How about I get another drink, baby, Okay, I get it. You got fire burning, right there in your eyes. So when you got the two. But I don't think this could be something that becomes a thing. Maybe just for tonight, then I'll be over you. But when you got close to me, you had me falling so hard, baby, yeah, now I get it. You got it, and you don't even try. Well, would you look at that? My glass is empty, How about I get another drink, baby, Okay, I get it. You got fire burning, right there in your eyes. Oh yeah. How about I get another drink, baby, Okay, I get it. You got fire burning, right there in your eyes.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Yeah. Birds chirping and I hear my name, grasping into a life. Life is happy but it's so contained. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah. Lion's gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung. Kids across the land. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk.
Savannah. I'm coming home, Savannah. We'll never be alone, Savannah. The beauty of the world, Savannah. Let's all take a walk. Savannah, I'm coming home, Savannah.
Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave. Stay with me. Stay with me.
I'm going in. When the lights go down, I've seen hell in you, but you don't care, no, you don't care, no. You just rather watch me fall from a quarter mile. I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see who had it all. You had it all. You said you wanted to fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, I'm going in. Into oblivion. Into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, I'm going in. You can't fall asleep when you're counting stars. Get it together. Your mind can't sleep when you let it serve. Now you wanna see me fall from a quarter mile. I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see who had it all. You had it all.
talk. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, with the final series of the day. Third and final, to be more precise.
10 seconds
Between
remaining.
Youngblood and YANGON Galacticus YB versus
5
YG.
seconds remaining.
Of course, I am your host and caster and many talented man, Waxen,
Dire team's turn to pick.
bringing you the final best of treats of today. I hope we're all having a great day so far. Some very competitive Dota 2 games between the squads that we've had. 2-0 victory just in this previous series. That was, of course, none other than the domination that Ivory put, especially in map 2, Ivory versus Caterpillar. And game 1, we had a very, very back and forth Teamless versus Groomify that ended up going 2-1 in favor of Teamless. Now, looking at this draft,
10
I love
seconds
it.
remaining.
I love this draft, guys. I think it's very, very good, actually. Looking at it and,
10 seconds
maybe an interesting
remaining.
one. Since we had the Bounty Hunter, Phantom Assassin, EA,
5 seconds remaining.
that's
Dire
Phantom
team's
Assassin,
turn to
in
pick.
case you didn't know, and Warlock, 3 of the strongest heroes in the patch. Magnus, one of the most solid hero in the patch. And then YG playing, well, they're playing their own game. Night Stalker for the tempo change, which is a staple of YG, I gotta say. And then we also have Batrider, Clockwork, 2 very, very
remaining.
solid supports. Clockwork, well, an absolute
5
menace,
seconds remaining.
but no, I wouldn't consider him the S tier pick that the likes of Leech and Warlock are. Even Bounty Hunter, to be honest. Just maybe a tier below. Morphling. We've seen a bit more Morphling actually in the recent qualifiers, and by recent I mean the last 2 days, because we've had a bajillion qualifiers in the last couple of days of tier 1 Dota, so it's great. We have, well, we've got a pretty big sample size to see some of the very top teams actually challenging. But question is, what is going to round up the drive? As YG has 20 seconds to pick their mid laner, and a lot of them have been taken out. Is it going to be something like the Earthshaker again? Oh, the Puck. Okay, I mean, I love to see that. Puck, very good, as it's a hero that does a lot of things for the...
10 seconds remaining.
a lot of
5
things for the
seconds
team fights. It would have been a good pick for Youngblood as well. Although they seem to really think this is going to be a Magnus mid, banning the offlaner Dooms and the offlaner Enigma, which is interesting. I really don't think that's going to be the case. I mean, they might know something about Youngblood, and maybe it's a bit of a preference, but I don't know. I mean, is that really going to be what's going to happen? Or actually...
Choose your
Oh my
hero.
god, okay. Well, I was right. Of course I was. It's not. Of course it's not. I don't even think, no, I thought it might be, because it was very obvious. It's gonna be a Magnus offlane. And with the Magnus offlane, ladies and gentlemen, that means Mamong Daya. It's gonna be playing the Huskar mid. And I mean, you can probably hear it in my voice. I feel slightly speechless, because what is life? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. What is life? Right. Let's look. We got Delul on the Bounty Hunter, through and through. Jekroy on the Phantom Assassin. Methodical. Varish with the Black Grimoire. Red and TP on the Magnus with the Reverse Polarity. And Mamang Daya with the Husker on Incendiary. We got the Night Rain, as predicted, for Son Wukong. Skillay on the Stoke Batrider. Zorain with the Clockwork. Expanded Armature. KSH, EBB, and Young PH with a Jostling Rift. Nothing out of the ordinary other than a Jikroy playing with us, a Veiled One, and Methodical. I do think Veiled One is... And I think Veiled One could be played. I really do. I think it's as clear-cut as you have to pick Methodical every game. No, I think there are situations where you can pick the Veiled One. It's a valid skill. But not valid enough for this game, as we're gonna have to play our very best to defeat this Grandmaster KSH. I don't know why I said it that way, but hey ho, let's go. Full call, rock and roll. As game's on the way. Let your friends, your enemies, your families, and your colleague, I don't know. Let people know that this game is very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. You might ask me, Waxen, why is it very important? Well, the reason is young blood. If it's a big if, because it's a hard if to do, they can somehow defeat YG in a 2-0 fashion, would claim the shared first spot alongside Ivory with 6 maps and 0 losses. Whereas YG, well, they're the team that have played most of the matches in this entire tournament. So far, 3 series completed. This is their 4th. So a loss here for them would pretty much confirm they would be out of contention for top 4. And not 100%, they still have a few more series, but if you lose 2-0, it would be a tough start. They currently have 4 points, tied for 4, but with 1 more extra series played compared to Interactive Philippines. So they need a victory. That's the best way in which I can describe this for you, ladies and gentlemen. We got a bit of a pause. I'm taking Youngblood. I am a huge Yangon Galacticus fan. I've I've casted them for many tournaments, many years, you could even say. And well, the biggest thing for me has to be the fact that I've met them in person, and they are a lovely bunch. Absolutely fun team. Do I think this is their best draft? No. I've seen them pull off some crazy stuff. I'm seeing Sun Wukong take over games with Night Stalker. I know how good KSH can be. I know Young PH can take over games. But I'm not gonna lie to everybody. They've been not just slightly, I think severely outdrafted in this game number 1. So, time will let us know, ladies and gentlemen, if I have volume in game so you can hear me on the stream. I hope I do. Time will tell if my prediction is correct. Taking Youngblood for game number 1, but I would love for YG to prove me wrong. And the the thing to do that would be for Young PH to somehow punish this Huskar pick.
30 seconds to battle.
You were the observer. Dalul. Gonna find some early gold for himself. Sadly, Zorain will only take down the sentry, not the Radiant Observer Ward. So it's gonna be a small victory for Youngblood already. As let's see, are we gonna steal the bounty? Yes, we are. Wow. Is that 4 bounties? No, 3 bounties for 1. Okay. Still a disaster, by the way. Whew, I apologize for that. Let's look at last hits. Thanks, Observer. And we're gonna have to watch this mid lane a lot. I'm probably gonna not even like lie to you. This, you know. Come on, you know. Although, do we want to see a young PH get obliterated? I don't know. Puck is not the worst hero to play. You can phase shift every now and then. And you're right, you know, Huskar plays on the low ground, missed, forced out to do phase shift 7 seconds in cooldown. It's quite tough to play, and we can see the Huskar already. I mean, doubling everything that the Puck is doing. Missed a couple last hits there, the Huskar. The innate ability of the Puck is going to be quite good. Not only, like, of course, fishing attack, but also nice attempt to lift the Warlock. It didn't quite work out. Changing a lot of blows here. But also to heal when the Huskar tries to throw the spear at him. Interesting. Almost like I should have been muted. I apologize for that. Let's move on. Come on, no first blood just yet. As I say that, Dalul and Red NTP going for Zorain. It's got his spells on cooldown. Dalul should not find Zorain here. Gotta steal another 12 gold and go back to his way. Bottom, Son Wukong is doing very well. It's not, well, before facets were a thing, you would almost never see a Night Stalker have such a good start versus a PA Warlock lane. But now, during nighttime, he's last hitting, he's chilling. He's got at least another 2 minutes more of having fun. 2 more minutes of having fun is always good, right? That's what I tell. Never mind. I don't know. Have we family friendly these days on EPL? Not certain. We'll keep it family friendly. Valentine's Day was yesterday and all that, you know? Oh my goodness. If you lose to a Huskar, that's basically a Grandmaster. Are you banning it next game? Oh. Going forward. And dying under the tower.
The gods were right to place their trust in me.
No, I didn't lose my voice. I didn't mute myself. I just, you know, kind of... There was many ways in which I could have explained that that was a bad play, but I think we all know why that wasn't far from ideal, as Dalul is getting caught by the clockwork, and Skill A coming in with a good rotation is going to allow him to get a kill back. The skewer was already used. The problem is you don't have a stun. So Skill A is actually going to eat a ton of damage from creeps and the Magnus. In mid... Level 5.5 to 4.5, basically. Not the best of looks. Down bottom, Son Wukong surviving, leeching XP. He's higher level than the PA. Oh, double rotation of the supports. Then the Warlock will get caught. There's nothing you can do. The Bounty Hunter will show up, but like, there's nothing you can do other than see the rest of them die. Fatal Bonds, single point in it, I believe. So even if you were to right click them a few more times, everybody would be safe. Up top though, interesting trade, I gotta say. KSH, I don't know if this is the smartest thing you could do here. Son Wukong's courier also got claimed, or killed rather. KSH is really playing with fire here. I know he has 7-1 charges, but he's strengthened up, so he wouldn't really heal up if it needs burst heal. He will last hit clearly, got the raindrop, has the threads, gonna go back to Agile, and Son Wukong just... Okay, it was the Shadow Word as well, okay. So the Shadow Word dealt most of the damage there, to be honest. It wasn't just a random bounty hunter killing the opponent offlaner. push. Phantom Assassin, she's alone in lane. She will very beautifully Phantom Strike out to safety. Okay. The Puck's dead. Dalol sacrificed himself to kill the Puck. At least the Puck got a bit of an extra, well, not just gold, but the XP was very needed. And now Zorain, Mamang Dang is, what am I witnessing? I think he was dead even without the Morphling. There's no armlet yet. I mean, there is now, but there wasn't an armlet yet. I'm not entirely sure what these plays are. Both Mamang Daya and Young PH with two questionable dives in the tier 1 tower pre-minute 7. And both of them will get punished. So maybe this is a good lesson for all of us learning to become better at the game. Maybe we shouldn't do this type of commitments. KSH now, a little bit pressured, but he is a Morphling, should be fine for now when Huskar gets on top of him. Now this Huskar with the armlet is sort of scary. Topping the network chart up there with KSH, but I think with the Warlock, he's gonna find it very easy to solo the Roshan, well, soon. Yeah, they completely swap the lanes. They send the Puck up top versus the Magnus and the Morphling mid. It's way harder for the Huskar to kill the Morphling, and maybe this is something they should have considered as soon as Morphling got level 3. Or maybe not, no, I don't think that makes sense. The bottom skill lay in between 3, tries to Firefly to safety, but he will not do it. Power Rune up top, it's an amplified damage. What is this Puck doing on the edge of the map? ATPs to mid. It could set up for a Huskar kill. With the amplified damage on the Morphling, do we have the... We don't have... It's level 4 Clockwork, there's no hook shot. I don't... Yeah, this is not happening. Unless the Huskar dives. The Young Priest shows himself, sees the bounty, and that's gonna be a kill. Successfully, there's no stun, and nice cogs for separation. Red and TP wanted to skewer in to find an RP.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It'd be way, way, way worse. Young PH. Runs back to lane. Magnus is still in the vicinity for some reason. Doesn't have a blink. I don't really know what they were hoping for there. And this is one of the shortcomings of this Radiant side draft. With the exception of the RP and the Flesh Golem. Flesh Golem? Chaotic Golem. Chaotic Offering. That's the one. Other than those two things, you don't have any reliable lock. Or at least not until you get the Aghanim Scepter on the Huskar, which could be very soon, in the way he's been farming. This is arguably the most quiet game we've had in all of the series today. This is the third series reminder, so this is game number 6 we're witnessing. Definitely the most quiet start to the game. But now they're going for the Phantom Assassin. It has to ask for teammates to TP. There's 3 of them there, but can they kill her in time? And the answer seems to be no. Killing Lotus, and the Clockwork's dead. There was also no Dark Ascension being used there. RP being faked. Waveform to the low ground. KSH between 4. Another 5 seconds until Getting away from out of that, he turns into the PA and brings strikes away, but the golem comes on top of him, has a waveform, and there's a lot of spells being used trying to find this Morphling. Magnus, another shockwave, still has the RP, but the clock is here, and there's only the RP that's left. Every other spell has been used by the Radiant side. Core connects onto 2, they're gonna go straight for the bounce counter, is gonna fall. RP onto a single clock. Quirk. They might kill him again, and that's gonna be fine, but the Phantom Assassin is eating a ton of damage in the cogs. She falls, and so does the Magnus. They're throwing everything they can. The Clockwork's alive. The only one to fall is this Bat Rider. And what a victory for YG. They're even finding Warlock all this time. Mamang Daya, where's your TPs? Was in cooldown. He's stopping the network shard now. Get the tier 1 token, drop it for your team. No, please. Bro, what? No, not one of these. It's a Huskar player that doesn't pick up the tokens, bro. I don't even know what's worse in the world.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
They're going top. They can fight the Phantom Assassin. The PA thinks she can trade the towers, but the answer, well, the reality is not that one. There's no teammates. She can't blink strike. She's killed, and it's gonna be the Bat Rider dying mid. But it's young PH, it's been a long day, guys. Third series of the day. Young PH is probably gonna fall. Sang Wukong is here, and he's the one gonna get assaulted by this Huskar. Sang Wukong falls. They're really trying to throw everything they can to chain lock this Huskar, but he manages to armlet toggle through it all. And now KSH is throwing his life away. He's gonna die. It's gonna be a double kill for the Bounty Hunter and the Huskar respectively. Doesn't matter. We lost 4. We gotta get it back in the next team fight. Wow. He's got a TP on the courier. Fuck. Let's coil in 12. Doesn't need it. Blocker just walks in and catches Daldul within the cogs. Gonna get young PH a kill. Young PH a considerable amount behind the Huskar in net worth, but
Not much good's happening to
as his
Radiant's
Witchblade.
bottom tower.
Skill late. Oh my god, this Bat Rider is so poor.
Radiant's top tower deserves just as much help as bottom.
It's a speedy bounty hunter who's building Facebook's Glimmer Cape. Okay. Yeah, no, that's classic. Hookshot out. Huskar. Blinks in cooldown already used. Young PH. Playing Possum. Among Daya knows just someone's there because Clockwork hooked out to onto someone, doesn't know onto who. Maybe doesn't really want to risk it. A lasso at the right time. Followed up by a coil, or a coil into lasso break could be sufficient. As links out, RP onto 2, the rock comes on top of it, and we have the fatal bonds. Now the Huskar's back into it, and 3 of them are melting. Their HP is dropping, but the turnaround is there, and the Huskar's gone. It's a 2 for 1, but that's a massive one. The Phantom Assassin, though, continues to fight. KSH has to turn to the PA. Needs to buy some space for the pocket. They're actually manning up for this team fight. I don't think you can afford to do that. He's getting stunned. Yangon wants to go for it. We also have the Huskar jumping in the front line onto the Batrider. Two have fallen in the exchange for the Batrider as Young PH almost finds, well, an escape route. Almost. RP from the low ground getting pumped. It's getting faked. I think he's dead. Yeah.
Killing spree! Double kill! Made a worthy target.
Radiant's
Well,
middle
you got the
tower is
kill
under attack.
on the bounty. Which, I mean, doesn't sound that good, but when he is out farming your Night Stalker, I mean, maybe it is that good. And I don't know if this is the definition of a caster curse, because I said I've seen Sun Wukong take over games with this Night Stalker. Nah, this isn't one of those games. But we have a blink. I don't think Skillay had it in the last team fight, so maybe with the last one, 45 seconds, they could surprise someone. Sadly for them, it can't be the Huskar, because he still has half timer of the Aegis and almost a full Aghanim Scepter pre-minute 20.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is no more.
Honestly, if you're YG, you can't judge this too much. It's unfortunate. You got Huskar last pick. Stuff happens. Dalul spots Clockwork. We'll see Skillay pings all of them out. They know they're in jungle. And look at the Phantom Assassin coming to the party, getting the track kill gold. Skillay blinks away instantly. Blink was spotted, but at least he didn't get tracked, so he cannot get chased down. They don't know his positioning. The Observer will get taken out by Dalul. You gotta start thinking about cutting the waves. I think that's honestly the only thing you can do. Use the Puck and Batrider simultaneously to cut the waves, maybe even the Morphling if needed, and that's what we're seeing right now. Skillay cutting the creep wave bottom, Puck pushing top. Skillay will force out the Bounty Hunter TP and blinks out right away. He's gonna cut the wave in mid as well. He's being very efficient with this. Dalul will cancel the TP. But Skillay's job right now is done. If he can survive, it's bonus points for him. You know what? The Puck splits up top, and they might even claim the tier 1 top. Oh, they know they want to go for the Wisdom. Is Young PH going to do that mistake? No. The Dire uses a very nice place to scan, realizing we can't go there, so we're gonna sack both Wisdom runes, but, you know, get a small objective, and then retreat with our lives while we keep burning timing off of the Aegis. On top of the Ags, he's got another 1,000 in the tank. But no TP.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Courier's there. Not his. No TP. We've seen him punish Young Blood. If you remove one hero, that's all the 13k gold disappears. Radiant actually steal the Tormentor. Sun Wukong would love to find something. Maybe this Phantom Assassin before she heals up fully. They're chasing down the Magnus. It would be a pretty good kill. That is a core. Well, they're jumping on both of them in different sides. They're actually separated in a team fight, and the Warlock does manage to throw the golem, but he does fall. Chaotic Offering is not sufficient. This Phantom Assassin is very sustained for way more than she should have, but she does fall in the end. The rest of the chivalry is here. The Aegis expires in 3 seconds. You are playing a 3 versus 5. But you know there's no coil, hookshot, lasso, or even morph. They might be going for something crazy. They still have the observers that were placed as Vaush was falling on the Warlock. Orchid. Not that far off for the Bounty Hunter.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
Skillay continuing to work the jungle, continuing to cut the waves, but he's getting pursued by more than ones now. The track wasn't used. The Huskar comes in with the TP. They really want to punish this guy. They want to stop this perpetual nuisance in the backline. The only problem is there's another one of them, and his name is Young PH. Does the same up top. Okay. Soaring? Hookshots out to safety again. I think we have yet to see an aggressive hookshot. No, this must be. It's probably wrong, but sounds funny. The shard off of the bounty hunter that they took from the stolen tormentor has been already used a few times. Guys? Why are we here? KSH. That's a freshly placed observer. It wasn't there before, but... yeah, that's tragic. That is the definition of a tragedy. I'm speechless. I don't know, chat. Why were they there? What was the plan? Why was KSH farming the side ancients of the opponent's jungle? Maybe that's the only place on the map where he felt safe. But again, the rat split push will continue. This young PH is going for the Octarine. Meanwhile, the Skilly Bat Rider got caught, and they keep throwing bodies, hoping that they're gonna buy enough time for themselves. But when your Morphling dies, it's clearly you're not. That's the only thing I can do. Dyers can get used. Young PH trying to protect himself. Doesn't want to risk cutting the wave. It's a big creep wave. It's minute 25. That means there's a catapult. Gonna play it patiently. Wait another 30 seconds. He might even be rewarded with a courier. It's a cloak. That's the third glimmer started to form. Okay. They see Zorain coming top and dewarding that. And Huskar says, you know what? I don't have creeps anyway. Let me go find this boy. I have my travel boots, so it's not gonna be such a long cooldown. Blinks, jumps, eats Zorain alive. Oh! That hookshot could have been slightly problematic. Sun Wukong doesn't have a blink, so I don't know if he could have followed that up, but they are pinging him.
Look at that.
Been another minute downtime until the Aegis is alive. The Aegis is on the Roshan.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Young PH has a shield run. Oscar's kind of sandwiched in. This would be a massive kill. The Glimmer Cape is not going to protect him. He's the one actually jump. Arzish is going to be turned into cabbage as KSH collects a triple kill, finding every single one of those last hits. And hey, this cutting the wave tactic seems to be working wonders for YG, who are still fighting and trying to make Youngblood suffer their first loss. Youngblood again, they've been playing very great, very good under their vision throughout this entire map so far. RP jumping in. KSH is gonna get methodically pierced down, and now Zorain arrives to the party. But I think the only thing he is gonna be at this party is a party popper, not a party pooper. Man, I've got many thoughts about this build for the Night Stalker, especially when you're playing so far behind, but what do I know? I'm not the pro player, I'm just talking about the game. Well, Roshan is back up. Not for long, as this Phantom Assassin is going to slice, dice, and splice. No, that I guess that makes sense. Slice, dice, splice, and turn her a little bit nice with the Aegis, and 1600 gold from having a full Monkey King bar. Okay, well then that butterfly from KSH is not going to do much more, as he needs a Monkey King bar by himself. Oh, skill lay. Huskar sees him, TPs onto the creep wave with the travel boots and destroys him, and that's all you can really say about it. Skilly is trying to stick to the game plan, making as much space for KSH as possible, but can you do it when an empowered Phantom Assassin, level 21, minute 29, with Aegis, knocks at your door? She's got a banner behind, she's got a full squad. No RP for 13, I suppose. Pucks. Oh, gets orchided by the bounty. Oh, guys. Okay. He shifts out. The RP is available in 2 seconds. Look at the Phantom Assassin going in. Son Wukong. One more crit would have done the job.
Dire's bottom tower has shattered to little pieces.
So the tier 3 falls. The banner still standing. And so is the Phantom Assassin with their first life. Huskar just playing very bad, passing the back line, gets spotted. There's a smoke. Range axe falls first. The melee still available. They're gonna go for the Warlock. The Lincoln Sphere of the Puck gets broken, and they're gonna go for the Huskar. He doesn't have the ages. The RP gets cancelled by a perfect coil, but they can't find any single target. And then Puck is the first to fall. This is a great attempt from the likes of YG, but they are falling left, right, and center. The Warlock still standing. The Morphling is trying to man up, but gets double. Yet. Oh, what skill I apologize for jinxing you. Mamang told us what the game plan is. I see you, ITP, and I kill you. A delayed team wipe. GG gets cold. Getting Huskard must feel pretty sour for YG. So hopefully they're not gonna let it get to them that bad. As it's only map 1 of this best of 3 series, so they can definitely bounce back, but indeed it was the Youngblood show who continued their undefeated map streak in this season. Draft MVP, I have to say. And yeah, going back to the drawing board, take it from there, maybe coming with a bit of a different tactic, and try to prioritize the likes of Warlock, Lich, Phantom Assassin a bit more. Maybe it wouldn't have made a difference because of the Huskar, but that's it for this first map. We're going to send it to a break, and then we are back with map number 2 between YANGON Galacticus and Youngblood. Stay tuned.